Hi guys. Dusty says hi. Maybe you watched my first video and it looked a little nuts. That is a learning experience, just as I was talking about learning in public and being okay with not knowing what I'm doing. I think I exported the video wrong, so hopefully this one looks better. And we're just gonna try again and see how it goes. So the colors looking all weird in the first video actually inspired this video. And the topic of this video is color. I paint and choose color very intuitively in my work. I wanted to explore what my relationship to color is in this video and kind of how I got there, what colors I really like together, and yeah, we went to the park. Dusty and I went to the park and talked about color, and then I went to the thrift store, which was very um awkward. It's awkward to film in public with a lot of people around. It was an experience. I found some cute stuff at the thrift store. I didn't buy that much, but I found some cool color combinations, especially retro vintagey type of color combinations. I would love if you would like and subscribe and tell me what some of your favorite color combinations and color palette combinations are in the comments. I hope this video looks better than the first one. So here's to that. Oh my god, Dusty just farted. I'm sorry. Come here, Dusty. Come here. Okay, so I want to talk about my relationship to color. I remember thinking a lot about color when I found out my dad is colorblind. And I remember taking the color blindness test and being really worried that I was colorblind too, but not really knowing what that meant or what that looked like. Learning that as a kid, I always was so curious then about how, oh, good shake, Dusty, about how differently he saw the world, and not knowing what the world looked like to him and realizing that color makes such a big impact on how we see the world. I think I also learned as a kid that we can see the most shades of green of any color, and that's obviously for people who aren't colorblind and has to do with how we evolved and surviving in the wild in nature. But since my dad is red-green colorblind, green looks a lot like brown to him and red looks a lot like brown to him. I started to notice green a lot more, especially because that is a color that we are around all the time, and how much I love the color green and how peaceful it can feel to be surrounded by green. Dusty likes to eat the leaves. Nature is a really peaceful place. Obviously, it probably wasn't always so peaceful in the wild when you were surrounded by potential predators and looking for food. Dusty, stop eating the leaves. Anyway, so it's a beautiful day and it's fall and the leaves are changing colors and Dusty loves to eat leaves. We've learned that. Ooh, that is like an acorn or something. Ooh, yummy. Is that good? No, we're not going to eat that. So that is where I started to think about color a lot as a kid. And I grew up in the 90s, so that was a super colorful era. That was not the time when kids were being given minimal wooden toys to play with. We were given plastic, but it was fun and colorful, and everything was bright and loud and happy and playful. I think about my bedroom as a kid. It was super like blue and periwinkle and purple. My mom painted like a swirly blue pattern around my room, and I had like this American Girl tie-dye blue and purple quilt, and I had an inflatable purple chair and a see-through purple phone, and everything coordinated, like the colors coordinated so well, and it just satisfied my child brain so much. I consider color a lot in how I want to impact my mood and the things around me. Hi guys. All right. Well, clearly I'm in my car. My little Snoopy air freshener is going crazy. Oh, I should put out, well, it doesn't even smell anymore because it's from last year. But I have, where is it? Okay. I just realized and remembered I have a vampire Snoopy for Halloween. I need to put that one out too. I'll just put them out together. I got those at Ebb and Flow in Milwaukee. Okay. I am in the parking lot of St. Vincent de Paul. It's the middle of the day on a Thursday, and so I kind of thought that it might be more chill, but this parking lot is full. And anyway, I'm not super experienced with vlogging yet, and even if I were vlogging in super busy places, doesn't sound like the best idea. One, it makes me anxious. It can feel awkward. Two, I don't want to get strangers' faces on my video. So we're going to do what we can. I'm here because I need a few different things. I need to work on my Halloween costume. I need to thrift some frames, which I'm always looking for. And then 3, the main part for this vlog is I wanted to see if I could find color combinations that I love in the wild. And the fun thing about going to the thrift store is things come from all different eras, vintage things, new things. Color combinations are always changing of like what is trendy and what's not, or what you might find more commonly at the store, what colors you're going to find. You can find anything. And that's what makes it fun. The way that I think about color is kind of like what feels harmonious to me and what feels not harmonious, like what feels dissonant and makes me cringe, and what makes me feel in alignment, like, yes, these things go together. And sometimes that can be really intuitive. A lot of the time for me, it has been, but I've also studied art and painting and drawing and color a little bit and know some common like ways color palettes can work together in a way that we can set it up to be harmonious. So that's what I'm going to look for. So we'll see what happens. It is super busy here. But again, this is me learning in public, literally. I feel so uncomfortable trying to even do any of this. I really have so much more respect for all the vloggers that I love now. Oh, this is a cute heart vase. I did find this vase that I'm going to use for my Aquarius water bearer costume. That's my costume. We have some red and green complementary color action going. This is so cute. See, red and green isn't just Christmas. I'm getting sidetracked, but this could be good for Dusty's toys under the bench. I do think there's a strong risk that she would just try to chew this though. So probably not. So cute. colors on this little cup. It is like red would be the complement color, but orange and yellow instead. Here that is again. What a character this guy is. This Barbie dress, I'm assuming someone crocheted. It's actually so voluminous, it's incredible, but I love pink and green together. So cute. I really love the brownish red on this with the blue. And it's not like a primary blue and it's not a primary red, but together it's really pretty. Same with this one. They're not really primary colors head on, but they technically are. And then like really pretty green. I don't know if this store is always this busy, but I truly cannot get away from people today. That is McDonald's behind me, and I did get myself a snack wrap for lunch. I got 2 snack wraps actually. It was like a combo of 2, and one of them is ranch, obviously, and the other one is gold. I don't know what flavor gold is, but it is a color, and we're on a color theme. I have no idea what gold flavor even means, but it was like a special limited edition thing, and I'm feeling um I'm feeling crazy today. I'm feeling crazy, especially after that thrift outing. That was stressful. There were so many people in that thrift store. And maybe I can't tell if I was just hyper aware of it because I was filming in the thrift store, but it truly felt like anytime I even went down an aisle where I was like, I think like there was not even an aisle that I could go in that didn't have another person in it already. And anytime that I tried to go in an aisle that like didn't have anyone in it where I was like, okay, I can like have some peace for a minute. Even just peace, not even to talk on the camera, just peace for myself to not be running into another person. Like 2 more people would just show up immediately. It was really stressing me out. And I mean there was some cute like vintagey stuff there, but nothing that was so singing to me that I needed to purchase. I almost did get that cookie jar and those little fruit trays and things like that, but it is one of those things where it's like, I know I just really think this is cute right now, but is it gonna fit within the scheme and the decor of my apartment right now? I'm not sure. I got that vase for my costume. I got shells for mosaics, and I got a book called The Sea of Tranquility, which is by the author who did Station 11, which I never read, but I really enjoyed watching the show. Did today put together an outfit with some fun colors and coordination. I hope you enjoyed that. Look, this sweater. It is kind of warm out today. So I haven't been wearing it, but now I'm getting really warm in the car, so I'm gonna take it off, I think. Just a second. I forgot I have a fake plant in my car. I was gonna donate. Oops. I don't feel like it. I had an altercation with one of the boys who accepts donations at that St. Vinny's. I I'm scared to go back. He was such a brat. I just wanted to get rid of some glass tops that were on these nightstands that I bought from that St. Vinny's that I didn't need, and I bought the glass tops, but I was like, "I don't want these." And he's like, "Well, throw them away. We're not gonna deal with them. No, those are your problem now." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, can you throw them away?" And he's like, "No, that's your job." And then there was a trash can like 15 feet away, 20 feet away, with a bunch of random shit, like plastic furniture, random shit that I'm sure they are throwing away themselves out there. And I got out of my car. I like drove up after he like was being a dick to me. I drove up to the trash can, got out of my car, and was gonna place the glass tops there. And he ran at me. He like actually aggressively ran at me and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like I don't know if he said fuck. It felt like it felt in my spirit like he was saying, "What the fuck are you doing to me?" But he was like, "You're not allowed to do that. Get those glass tops away from that garbage. Step back, old lady." And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you calling old lady?" Again, I don't think that he called me an old lady, but it felt like that in the moment. I have now decided that, yeah, it would be too triggering for me to go back and donate this plant at that St. Vinny's now. But I am going to eat these snack wraps. And I think when I catch you back at my studio, I will give more of a final kind of thoughts and synopsis on colors and my favorite color palettes and schemes. Clearly, I'm attracted to vintagey type color palettes. And that's where we'll leave it today. I'll see you in the next clip. Oh, maybe I'll let you know how the gold snack wrap is. Just give me a few minutes. Persika reporting back to say the gold snack wrap is really good. I think I like it more than the ranch one. I know. I'm not even a huge McDonald's person. But when they brought the snack wrap back, I was like, hell yeah, that is what I was getting in high school, like every time I went to McDonald's. That or the fish fillet, and I'm sorry, but I'm afraid to try the fish fillet again. Um, the gold snack wrap is like mustard, kind of like honey mustard situation. And I love honey mustard. It's like honey mustard almost with barbecue sauce, basically. So I recommend it. I liked it better than the ranch, and I'm surprised to be saying that, but I'm glad that I tried it. All right. We're back in the studio, and you saw our little trip to the park. You saw my trip. I didn't bring Dusty, but my trip to the thrift store. That was a little chaotic. Just want to finish this video out about color. It's been pretty rambling. Not really any sort of plan or or thesis in mind talking about color, but I figured this would be as good a way to end it as any. When I paint and make art, and even decorate, I love to do that in a more intuitive way. It could be colors that make you feel calm or joyful or anything, but they should feel harmonious together. And that I think is different for every person depending on what colors that you like. But for me, I avoid color combinations and colors that feel dissonant and gravitate towards intuitively what feels good together. So I love to mix warm and cool tones a lot, but rather than doing maybe like straight on complementary colors, I'll do one color and then instead of its direct complement, I'll do the colors adjacent. That can lend to like a warmer, more retro-y feel. I like to ground colors a lot with earthy tones to them. Like saturated bright colors would have earthy tones to ground them. I don't love neon, and I don't love using a lot of black. I'm wearing black today, but as you can see, there's not a lot of black in my art, and I tend to avoid it. I like for contrast to occur, but not so stark of contrast. I like things to flow. I am clearly in my Picasso blue era, so you can see how lots of different shades and tints of blue, and then use some like bluish greens, but then maybe like a pop of pink in there. I love the process of what colors feel good together and finding them. It feels like a puzzle that I can only figure out. I think a lot of us avoid color. I think there's that grayish epidemic happening. Let's do gray flooring. Let's do white gray walls. Let's do beige decor. And it's so boring, if I can say. And honestly, it's not the peaceful, calming look that you're going for. If anything, I think that kind of sterile environment might put you on edge a little bit and also make you like hyper aware of what could get messed up and look dirty. Whereas filling your home with color and your decor with color gives you the opportunity to really express yourself and like learn more about yourself and learn about what you like and what feels good and feels like representative of you and your personality, and it's fun. I mean, at the end of the day, it is just fun. So I really challenge you, if you are afraid of color, to just take some baby steps. I mean, even if it's just adding some like warm toned grounded colors into your space, or maybe you lean towards liking the more cool end of the spectrum, finding some like peaceful greens to add into your space. Not that I am an interior designer or anything. I love interior design, but I do think about our living spaces and how we engage in our environments a lot through my art. And I think obviously art is a way to add color to your surroundings, whether it's a mural or a painting or a print or whatever. So, some food for thought, some color to inspire you. Desi's a little sleepy today because she got her vaccine booster. So I'm just letting her nap on me. Anyway, this is the second video. I haven't edited it yet. But I hope that I did figure out how to make it look better. But again, we are just going for what feels natural, what feels peaceful, non-stressful, and I'm not going to be a perfectionist about it. We're just going to do what we can do, and I hope you enjoy it. And remember to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, my sweet, lovely, beautiful friends. All right, say goodbye, Dusty. She says bye.